Welcome back. Dharmesh Kant, Head of Research at Chola Securities, is now joining in. Dharmesh, first wanted to get your view on BSE. Because of the new RBI circular on, prop funding from the banks to these capital market intermediaries may get hit. And we were just talking to HDFC Securities Dheeraj, and he said the overall F&O volumes, effective 1st of April, could see a decline of 15 to 20%. That will hurt BSE. Have you all done any analysis at your end? Which of the stocks you all are watching closely?
Yeah, good morning, Rima. Thanks for having me for the show. Definitely, there will be some impact on the volumes. Not only this, the STT will also come into effect from 1st of April. So that will also have its own impact on the F&O volumes. But the BSE is a very small player in the F&O volumes. NSE is a far larger player as compared to BSE. So I don't think the revenue dent in BSE would be that impactful. I mean, 2-3% here and there. Anyways, we have seen the numbers being not that great as far as growth numbers are concerned for last quarter itself. So that even NSE numbers which came out was a slowdown was being observed there. So we are penciling in that kind of numbers in the BSE and NSE valuation multiple. So I think post NSE gets listed, the valuation multiple which these two companies will command would be around 45 to 50x 1 year forward. So based on that, around 15-20% kind of correction is warranted in a company like BSE. When it will happen, difficult to say, but that is what we are looking into. But having said that, let me make it very clear. We, from long-term perspective, we are a buyer in this entire capital marketplace, except the brokers. So intermediaries, we are not buying, but we are buying exchanges. We are recommending wealth players at the same time infra players.
And Religare? They've got the approval to demerge the insurance business 1:1. So now both entities will be listed. What is your analysis?
Yeah, Rima, we don't cover Religare, so difficult for me to comment. So, and it's a year down the line. So let's see how the things pan out for it. They are undergoing a lot of restructuring, so that again has to be taken into account.
The Religare, so the Religare Enterprises entity will have the insurance business, which is care, and the broking and housing finance, etc., will go into the other entity. Yeah. The only question is that now Religare Enterprises will, if you remember the insurance amendment, it allowed a non-insurance and an insurer to merge. So is that the move forward? Basically the enterprises entity and the care business, but I think you need a minimum threshold of holding for you to be able to do it. So I'm not sure. The buzz at some level in the market was that and this has been for a while, that they're going to spin out care separately, list care separately, etc. All of that has not happened. So we'll have to get more details in terms of what exactly the plan is, because the other businesses are very small. I mean, stockbroking and housing, etc. Maybe they'll build it out because the Burmans are backing it. But for now, I mean, I'm not sure if this is a off the bat, value unlocking kind of move. If people are, if they're considering it like that, we'll try and get the Burmans or the Religare management to talk about this.
All right, Dharmesh, finally ended the Q3 earnings season. On the whole, it was not bad. But tell us 1-2 stocks that really popped for you. Very strong numbers. They could be multi-baggers, 3 years, 5 years down the line.
I mean, sectorally, the themes were same. Banking stocks did pretty well, particularly from the public sector banking space and NBFC, followed by, both two-wheeler, four-wheelers did well, auto ancillaries did pretty well. What we are banking on from the banking space, I think IndusInd Bank numbers was something to take away, where, it turned back into black, and I think the worst is behind that. A couple of quarters more of a bit pain, but eventually things are going to fall into place. And once the growth momentum comes back into advances number, is very deeply undervalued as of now, trading at around 1 times price to book, whereas your peers around 2 times. So that is one company which we think for this year can be a turnaround story with a multi-bagger kind of an idea. So I won't be surprised even it doubles from where the current stock price is. So that is one idea which we have been backing out. Other than that, from the IT space, we have discussed it a number of times. Orion Pro Solutions is one, which is a product-based company, which we have been liking with the numbers and the type of deal wins they have done. They have done 7 deal wins post, Q2 numbers. So, and that will play out in the coming quarters. 1,700 crores of order book they are standing on. And the pipeline seems to be very strong. Valuation-wise, it has corrected quite a lot. From the top, it has corrected almost around 45-50%, and it is available at 17 times 1 year forward earnings multiples, which makes it cheap, given 21% kind of margin and the growth trajectory of 25% going forward for the next 2 years. So these are two companies we are liking, but broadly, I mean, sectors remains the same: financials, automobiles, auto ancillary, and metals. These are the places which I think is likely to hold going forward.
All right. I know, Dharmesh, that you're an enthusiast with regard to the auto space. You love your cars. I don't know whether you have a two-wheeler, but Ola Electric, as my colleague Sudarshan said, it wasn't very electric. And the stock now has come down to 30 rupees. What's your view on the name? A lot of retail audience are quite excited about the prospects. Not really played out.
Yeah, good morning, Nigel. I know, I mean, two-wheelers are only meant for you. You garner all the market share, so nothing left for us to do. Yeah. Ola Electric has been all over the places. I mean, the management himself is not very clear what they are going to offer and how they are going to run their businesses. Initially, it was electric bikes. From there, if you look at the net of discount kind of prices, it's almost any bike you buy from Ola Electric. From the MRP to the discount levels, 35-40% was they are managing. And now they are less than 10,000 units a month. So it's a pathetic kind of a performance out there. Lot of compliance issues has been plaguing the company, and now they are talking about Bharat battery cells, and they want to be a EV battery manufacturer going forward, or a BESS kind of a play into the future. So first, let the management be clear about what they want to do, how they want to garner the market share, and how they want to take the business forward. Then only I think a prudent analysis can be made into that. So it has come down, I mean, more than 50% from the IPO price. And till the clarity comes, I don't think one should be nibbling into it from the investment perspective. Investment, I mean, trading buys can still be there.
Yeah. We'll take a break. Dharmesh, thank you very much for joining us. And we will talk again soon.